Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do another whip and chat here with Paint with Diamonds, the Battle Ahead by Lothar Dietrich, 60 centimeters by 45 centimeters, 47 colors, square drill, and put a fabulous picture like around here. Hi. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright. How's your day going? I'm bumping my drafting table already. We're having a great time. High quality cinematography here. Yeah. Hopefully your crafting's going well, your hobbies, etc. Hopefully having a wonderful time. Yeah, we'll just keep cracking away at this. Alright, we're on the Z or Z symbol. So it's like a dark gray, so tons of fun for this little segment here. Alright. So I turned my own old license plates off my old car in. Old cars now traded in and supposedly junked. Yeah. So yeah, now I have a shiny Kia Seltos 2021 SUV. So sparkly, I love it. When I went to pick up my license plates, like the license plates off the fit, I had forgotten them the night I picked up the Kia. So I went back, he handed the old license plates over, and he gave me a set of floor mats for the Seltos. For being a customer with us, here is a full set for the car. Floor mats for your Seltos here. It's like, wow, that's cool. I was like, that was very nice of him. So, I was very thankful for that, because I didn't know if they gave floor mats for the car. Like, I didn't know if they did that or not, so alright, so that's really nice. I don't have to worry about floor mats now for my Seltos. You can supposedly anchor them to the car, like the mats. There's like an anchoring system or something. There's tabs where you can just push the mats down and they stay in place. Because classically, when you're under the brake and the gas pedal, the car mat's usually curling up underneath the pedals, and yeah, that could affect braking and acceleration if they're not, the car mats aren't lying down flat. So I'm going to have to tweak with them. I put the mat there, put the mat under the gas and the brake pedal, but once I played Tetris a little, like, how do these car mats go in? And it's just like, okay, they go in a specific place, they're just not generically shaped, so that's kind of nice. So that was really nice of them. It's like, oh, for Christmas we'll get you floor mats for your car, and it's like, yay. It's like, woo, Merry Christmas. It's like, yeah, parents were gonna do that, but okay, kind of changes it a bit. So yeah, that's what I did today. License plates, handed in. Yeah, I called Honda basically saying that my fit's no longer on the road. Yeah, I traded in the Honda Fit to part of the down payment for the Seltos. So, oh, we'll give you $800 for your Honda Fit as a trade-in. And I had put $200 down before, but $800 was due at signing for the Seltos. So I said I'll do a trade-in. Okay, I'll give you $800. And that kind of helped lower the bi-weekly payments. That's, yeah, it's not monthly, it's bi-weekly. So that's going to keep me on my toes for sure. But I'm in a new car, so, well, new to me car. There was 25,000 clicks on it. It was a lease trade-in, so yeah. It was a necessity that I got a new car because the Honda Fit was just not going to do me well for much longer. I'm glad I got this figured out before winter. Yeah, it was just the Fit was just going to be a nightmare to repair just to keep on the road. So yeah, it's just time for it to go. I just implicitly said I want to trade it in to get the Fit off the road, just for safety concerns. And yeah, they reacted pretty quick. Once Seltos came in, I was put on a waiting list for like a 2024 Kia Seltos originally, but I'm like, I can't wait too much longer for, can't wait too much longer for a car. I kind of need a set of wheels on the road because of my 2 jobs, so yeah, I just needed a dependable vehicle, so yeah, all good there. So I'm happy there. Just make the payments and should be good. I basically work, so I don't drive all that much, but I just needed something that got me from point A to point B a little more updated. And yeah, it kind of feels nice to drive. An SUV type vehicle this time around. Nice. It's familiar, yet a little bit different at the same time. So that kind of felt nice to drive, like the first couple times I got used to it. Yeah, just had to tweak a couple settings in the vehicle itself, but yeah, the car dealer kind of just got me set up. Yeah, there's maintenance minders as the Honda Fit had, so I'll just take it right. I'll service it right where I got it from. Just so much better. That's what I did with the Honda. It's just so much easier. They know the car. Yeah, it just avoids any like strange things happening to the vehicle. Somebody else was touching it. Makes sense to me, but if I got it from Kia, it's just easier to take it back to Kia. It's like, oh, this is a Seltos, okay. I have to do this, this, and this to it for servicing. Perfect. I just like straight to the point kind of service. Straight to the point A, point B kind of driving. Like, I didn't want anything super fancy. It's what was available. Yeah. Now, seat covers for the Seltos would be nice, because I never had seat covers for the Fit. That would be nice to have seat covers just to keep the car a little neater. I won't be swimming in fryer grease as much, but now just thinking about my part-time job, my uniform might end up getting grease on it from working in the kitchen. I do deal with fryer oil. I don't touch it directly, but I cook with fryer oil, so kind of have to keep that in mind, because just out of the blue, if I don't even notice, I'll probably end up getting fryer grease on my work uniform, and that would just over time just translate over onto the seat. And those kind of stains do not come out. I believe they'd like soak into the seat fabric. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so keep that in mind. I kind of had a fleece blanket that I had stored in the back in the fit. So I kind of put that over my driver's seat. I haven't had any passengers in the Celtos yet, so I don't know if I'll ever use the back seats. I think there's stow and go, so that's kind of familiar with the Honda Fit as well. It's a 2021 model. It's just an LX. It's just like the basic. I didn't want like a sunroof or any. Yeah, not Mr. Fancy. Like just the Celtos itself as an LX is a fancy, straightforward vehicle to drive, in my opinion. But I don't know. If I had like a Dodge Ram or whatever, it would have that height. But yeah, that's all I was really looking for in a new car, just at an extra height, so I'm not like scraping the road and having to worry about engine shields or hitting a curb because my car is too low. I ran into that way too much with the Fit, and I had to replace my engine shield a couple times, 2 or 3 times if I'm not mistaken. And the tumbler lock on the driver's side of the Fit always seized up. I had to replace that like 2 or 3 times, if not like 4 times over a decade, like or more than a decade that I had that car. The Fit served me well. It's like a great car, but it's discontinued now. They're not making the Honda Fit anymore. I had the first generation of it, so yeah, it served me well. The car was new to me, like the Honda Fit at the time. It had 1,000 clicks on it. It was like the test drive vehicle. I loved it because it had a CD player. It was just straightforward, easy to drive before like the Celtos. But now over the years, it just was too low to the ground and just started becoming a maintenance nightmare. And even getting it serviced at Honda, the techs were kind of scoffing at it, and it's like they really didn't want to deal with it anymore, it felt. I got that vibe from them. When I took the Honda for the final routine service, they just basically said, "Junk this. Your car's a piece of crap." I'm like, it's a Honda. Yeah, it's not a warranty and all. Yeah, the warranty was like well gone, but I don't know. Finance through them and all that, all those years, like the 4 years that I financed the Honda Fit, and they just basically were disgusted with servicing it. Like the tech that conferred with after they had serviced the car, they're just like, ew, get rid of this. This is a Honda product, and you're like totally treating it like it's the plague or the most disgusting sight you've ever seen. Like, I'm not bringing this home to Honda anymore. Screw that. With an attitude towards your own products like that, they just did not have that regard for their product. It's like, ew, this is like old news. It's like, this is not fancy anymore. This is not really a relevant car. Like, I only overheard that they were discontinuing the Fits, the Honda Fits, while my car was getting serviced a previous time, and they were just having a conversation at the reception desk there. A couple people, and they're like, yeah, our Fits aren't selling too good, so they're just going to discontinue them. I didn't get a letter or anything saying that they were discontinuing the Honda Fits. Like, okay, if you're discontinuing a model of car that I'm driving, like, what is it? I was thinking, like, what is it going to be like to get parts? Like, is it just going to be like a joke to have this car any longer? It's like they just totally disregarded anybody that bought a Fit, basically. Like, don't send a letter saying, hey, we're not selling Honda Fits anymore. Like, any of the models, just discontinued. So it's kind of a kick in the gut a little bit. Yeah, old car. Yeah, of course. It's probably why. But just that sense of discontent or like almost disgust with a car that I've driven for over a decade. Part of like the barrage of Honda drivers that are on the road, and just suddenly like shoved to the side, and it's like, you're not relevant anymore. It's like, I'm glad to be in a Kia. Like, I'm not going back to a Honda and buying another vehicle if they just put their nose up to snub their old model of car or discontinued product. It's like, way to push me to the ground and kick me while I'm down. It's like, I just felt disgusting after. Like, that didn't feel great at all. Like, why would you do that to a customer? Just call your car like a piece of junk. It's like, you can still drive it, but yeah. The rust protection I did for like a decade, they missed a spot and basically rusted to crap, so it's like, yeah, screw that. It's like, I don't know. It's just the professionalism just fell 40 stories out of a high-rise building and just went splat on the sidewalk. It's like, bye. Don't ever see you again with this disgusting car. Get rid of it. Ew. Gross. It's just like, I want to punch in the throat today or what? It's like, just, yeah. And glad I brought it home to Honda, where I've been servicing it for years. Like, every single service that I had to do, get a maintenance binder, take it back to Honda all those years, and all of a sudden just get this chick who's just taking one look at my car and just like, ew. Yeah. So, that was my experience with Honda. It started out great. Had no problems whatsoever. Had a recall or two for like a window control chip or something that would get wet and possibly short circuit and start the car on fire or something. I came in for that. They serviced it with a smile on their faces, and then they took care of it. And then, yeah, they just took a look at it like over a decade later, and they're just like, yeah, this is trash. I don't want to see this anymore. It's hurting my eyes. Kind of attitude. Just yuck. Yeah, probably not going to buy it from Honda again. just left a bad taste in my mouth that day. It's like, this shouldn't be on the road. Like, this is disgusting. Get it out. I'm gonna go blind. Kind of attitude. And it's like, well, you're not getting a Hallmark card anytime soon. Like, jeez. Fine, I'll leave. And probably ruined her whole day because of my shitty car. It's like, jeez. Yuck. Customer service. Yeah, much friendlier IKEA. Hey, you want to buy a car, eh? You want to make a deal? Yeah, we're going to get you a car. Oh, yeah. Your credit is kind of shaky, but hey, we work to get it for you. Just make the payments, and yeah, you have a car. Yay! Here's your old Honda Fit car plates, and here's some floor mats, because we love you. Thank you for buying a car from us. Perfect. Total opposite reaction. Like, you could just approach anybody, any dealer in there, and just strike up a conversation. It's like, they're approachable. I mean, don't fool around either. He's like, oh, we need like a down payment. Like that night when I went to look at this, like one car, it's like, when I looked at the Saltos, oh, we need $500. Oh, wait, can I do 200 at least? It was like in good faith kind of part of the down payment. Like they wanted something. So I'm like, can you do 200 at least? It's like, yike, I wasn't expecting to pay $500 as a down payment like that day. It's like, yeah, it's amazing just how fast you can buy a car within 2 weeks, reasonably. Oh, excuse me, from start to end. Yeah, roughly 2 weeks. Just a couple days in those 2 weeks, but yeah, they had to get the car ready. They had to get the plates. I had to do the insurance like the day after I basically looked at the car. Looked at the car like the night before, like 2 weeks ago, or a week or so ago. Yeah, I picked it up like last Thursday night. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I picked up the Kia Seltos last Thursday night. Left my Fit there. Left in a hurry. Dealer called me saying, oh, I forgot your old license plates, and I have a gift for you. Yeah, the floor mats. So, yeah, I did that today. So, yeah, full circle. Under 2 weeks, they can get you a new car. in that circumstance, had to go through a previous lease deal, like a very similar distance on the car, a lease trade-in, in other words. So this was the second lease trade-in. The first one that somebody came in and bought the car. This second one, for the Saltos, yeah, the guy I dealt with like just put dibs on the car and is like, come look at this. Do you want this car? I put dibs on it for you. We worked hard to get you in behind the wheel of this car. It's like, yeah, I'm going to take it for A, because I was on a waiting list, and B, the car was like right there. It's like, yeah, let's do this. There's clicks on it, but yeah, it was just not being able to wait too much longer for a new car, but something that was a car that was previously used and like gently caressed by the previous lease owner. They tidied it up, of course, a bit. They touched it up to hand it over to me, but it looked like it was barely touched before they tidied it up and got the license plates on it for me. So that's awesome. There's probably an older individual who traded it in. Yeah, so maybe they just leased another vehicle or something and did a trade-in. But that's the first time that dealership has seen 2 lease trade-ins inside of a week. So it was a very interesting circumstance to end up with the car. I'm financing, but yeah, I got my new car based on a lease trade-in. So good. So it just takes me off the waiting list. Yeah, I don't have to worry about waiting for a 2024 Kia Seltos. What I wanted originally, but due to the circumstances, it was much better this way. And took one more person off the waiting list for Seltos. They're a popular model, apparently, of Kias, so yeah, I'm glad. They're happy. I'm happy. Yeah, so I don't know. I really didn't want to shop around for a car too much longer. I was just thinking SUV. Just, I need to get back onto the road. I just need something reliable. And that was the ticket. It's kind of like me with getting a pair of shoes. I'm size 9. Look for size 9 on the shelf. Pair of shoes. Shoes that aren't white. Shoes that aren't just white, because why? So kind of dark colored shoes, and just try them on in the store, and I'm like, yep, okay, not Nikes or Reeboks or anything, just a pair of shoes that I can walk in. It's like really not that picky. But yeah, it does make sense if somebody wants to be a little bit pickier. If it's a family and you have like younger children, yes, safety is paramount in a vehicle. You look for safety features, vehicle safe to drive, efficient. Yeah. Just basically me driving it. Really not that picky. Just as long as it gets me from point A to point B, I'm happy with it. So anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I basically put the main websites for Conqueror and Pacer. Conqueror, I'm working on Route 66, Path Across the States, and Wild Atlantic Way is Pacer, and it's the coastline of Ireland, apparently. So I double checked it. So yeah, it's basically what's down there in my description. Any like progress photos of the canvas here, like finished sections for example, I'll just post here on YouTube. I no longer have social media because it got taken over. So yeah, you see me on Facebook Messenger or Instagram. Yeah, it's not me. So yeah. I don't have access to any of those platforms anymore, so I don't list them. They may be on my older videos, but ever since got hacked or whatever, yeah, I just haven't listed them. I can't delete my accounts or anything, so anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors / hobbies, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.